Hurricane Matthew closed part of the Eastern Seaboard's busiest north-south travel route. A low-lying stretch of Interstate 95 near Hardeeville, South Carolina, is flooded. No word on when it might reopen. Kris Van Cleave is getting a first-hand look at the storm's impact in Charleston, South Carolina. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. As the sun is coming up, Matthew is coming to town. We're starting to see winds pick up here in the last hour or so. We still haven't seen sustained hurricane-force winds here in Charleston, but the real worry was flooding. First from the high tide that came overnight, the third highest tide in history here in Charleston in the harbor. Now with the rain that's coming and all of this churning is pushing up the water on both sides here in Charleston. So we're seeing streets that in places are waist deep. The tide has come down some, but at low tide now it would normally be a foot. We are seeing tides around 7 feet. So flooding remains the big concern. The rain continues. Still seeing strong winds. About 100,000 people across South Carolina are without power. We know trees are down across 95 and other freeways, and that was part of why these evacuation orders were in effect here. Here in Charleston, the mayor told us he thinks about half the city left. They were very clear to people who lived in low-lying areas, get out or you could die. Take a listen.
In some low-lying areas where we were knocking on doors, going door to door, urging people to leave, and we knew they were in low-lying areas, if they wouldn't move, we were asking them for information about their next of kin.
So the curfew here in Charleston lifted in the last hour. We're starting to see people out and about. Roads are still flooded, and the worst of this storm, we understand, is yet to get here. So while we're not seeing sustained hurricane-force winds yet, it's certainly not a good situation for Charleston, as the danger of flooding will continue for the next several hours. Dana?
Kris, be careful out there. Kris Van Cleave in Charleston, South Carolina.